It's got to have like this immense weight to it, like, oh wow, I have to continue this legacy. No,
Yeah. Oh yeah, but at the same time, I mean, that exact thing that would lend that weight, the fact that you have such a deep personal connection to it, is also what takes the weight off and gives you it's I think the necessary ingredient for something like this is you have to deeply love it and care about it and want to honor it and do right by it. And I think that's so that's both the thing that weighs on you and also the thing that takes that weight off and makes you able to jump in and do it on the way you need to engage with it.
Yeah, I love the fact that you took it and went the way you wanted to go with it, with your vision of it, not like what you think everyone else's vision was supposed to be about it.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I mean, if you grew up as a Star Wars fan, I mean, you guys know everybody has a different idea for what. There's no consensus, and so I think I think it's a trap for any kind of story, but especially a Star Wars
like
story,
that,
to start thinking that you're going to do like a what's it called, like a
fan
survey.
service.
Yeah, or that you're going to can somehow take some kind of consensus of what everybody wants, because you'll make a bad movie if you do that. Not because what people want is bad, but because nobody wants the same thing, and there's
what you did with Luke Skywalker. I loved, because the scene in Return of the Jedi when he's fighting Vader and he's hiding from Vader, going, "I will not fight you."
Yeah, absolutely.
And he doesn't fight until he threatens Leia.
It's when it's when what he is cares about is threatened that his rage takes over, and
then
he almost kills his father.
And he would have, and he doesn't.
He comes so close to killing his father in that moment, and that's the old wound. And that is, he looks down at that mechanical hand and realizes that's the part of him that he will never get rid of. That is the part of him that is his father.
And so he's not killing. He's not killing Vader because he doesn't want to save his father. He knows if he goes and kills his father, he will turn.
Exactly, precisely.
And that's why
you got the same moment, and it was just amazing.
And that's why he goes to Doc 2 when he knows, he's like, if I fight, I'm turning.
Well, in the moment with Kylo, where it's very purposefully the exact same trigger. It's when he's seeing the vision of what is going to happen to the people that he loves, including Leia, if he lets Kylo.
Exactly.
And so,
and when people don't see that, I'm like, what do you not see?
Yeah, but
it's there. It was in the Return of the Jedi. It's there.
The thing is, exactly what you're expressing here is, though, like, I don't know, growing up, I feel like I've had, about all the movies, I've had those moments where I'm like, but don't you see that? I mean, that's the playground. That itself is part of the joy of Star Wars. It's kind of like trying to like bring, seeing it a certain way, and someone else sees it a different way, and you're trying to like grapple with it. And
you're not
like,
gonna make everybody happy, but the path you took Luke on was the path, like that's the path Luke would have taken.
It made all the sense.
It made the most sense.
I mean, it was just the movie didn't just subvert expectation. It just to me it just improved it. It had show-stopping moments, like Laura Dern's character driving the ship through the other ship. That was visually, that was one of the most stunning little shots I've ever seen.
ILM did such a great job.
It was amazing.
Was that? Did you have input into like just that moments of silence, or was that
God,
ILM?
No.
Was that you? Like, I want
that
deaf
was
silence.
Oh yeah, no. I storyboard that sequence out. Yeah. ILM figured out the thing of the exposure shift. When it happens, it all goes dark with the bright kind of highlights and everything. But no, we had boarded it out, and then we got in the mix, and that was really fun because we kept pulling it back, and I was like, what if we drop the sound out totally? And then we tried it, and we're like,
which is what space would really be like.
Yeah, exactly. Which is not out totally. Actually, there is still a very faint kind of like atmosphere in the speakers, and then that kind of ebbs away right before the big explosions.
So obviously you can't please every fan in the world. Fans are just, especially fans of huge tentpole things. Like I'm amazed that everyone walked away from Avengers Endgame happy.
Yeah.
Like I'm surprised it didn't just piss off 50% of people.
People are just angry.
Yeah, true. Yeah. But I mean, how much of it comes in there? Telling your story that is the right way to tell it, to trying to make certain subsects of fandom happy.
I don't think that. I think approaching any creative process with anything, with that second thing that you said, it would be a mistake that would lead to probably the exact opposite result. I think, and that's something where, even my experience as a fan, if I'm coming into something, even if it's something I think I want, if I see exactly what I think I want on the screen, it's like, oh, okay, it might make me smile and make me feel neutral about the thing, and I won't won't really think about it afterwards. But that's not really going to satisfy me. For me, what I'm aiming for every time I sit down in a theater is to have the experience that you're describing with Empire Strikes Back, something in a way that's emotionally resonant and and feels like it connects up and makes sense and really gets to the heart of what this thing is, and in a way that I never could have seen coming. And I want to be shocked. I want to be surprised. I want to be thrown off guard. I want to have things recontextualized. I want to be challenged as a fan when I sit down in the theater. Yeah. So I think what you want from a movie guides inevitably how you go about making them. So.
That scene with Snoke that led to Kylo Ren and Rey battling his.
Yeah.
Did you see the endless amount of videos that people made of them teaming up together, but to different pop culture
Immigrant
songs?
Song?
No, that made me so happy.
Immigrant Song
my
was amazing.
God, that was incredible. It's hardcore.
The one with the chain by Fleetwood Mac was my personal favorite. Just the slow drum. Boom.
It was so good.
You
know, we did a couple of times in the edit room. My editor Bob Doucet, when we would get bored, because it was like a year of editing basically. So at certain points, we just need a little recharge. We would, in some of the space battles, we would drop in like Steve Miller songs or something just to see. And the instant we did that, we're like, oh, it's Guardians of the Galaxy.